YDOT is asking Wyoming drivers to quit crashing into their snowplows. Cancel culture has taken aim at the skies. Now they're renaming birds. And outdoors writer Mark Hines discusses hunting in Platte County. We'll take a look at these stories and more today from Wyoming's largest news organization. I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily. When a Newsbreak writer targeted the Rock Springs Police Department and one of its officers with claims of corruption and secrecy, the City Council and Police Department disputed those claims with body cam footage from the incident. The writer of the Rock Springs article goes by the handle DMV Investigations, which is based in Maryland, according to Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland.
The writer claimed that a Rock Springs Police Department officer was arresting a woman for DUI instead of helping the woman with an attempted assault case. But the Rock Springs PD said, okay, if everyone wants to see the body cam footage, here it is. The footage showed that the woman was failing field sobriety tests, was giving inconsistent stories.
Rock Springs Mayor Max Mickelson condemned the opinionated and inflammatory Newsbreak article, saying the writer's trying to build a reputation, but he's not trying to help the community with honest reporting. The Wyoming Department of Transportation is asking drivers to quit crashing into their snowplows. As the first serious winter storm of the season hammered south central Wyoming Thanksgiving weekend, 3 snowplows were taken out of commission by drivers who misjudged the icy conditions on I-80. That's according to Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi.
In the course of 4 days, 3 YDOT snowplows were struck while they were actively clearing I-80 between Cheyenne and Rawlins. So those impacts negatively affected everybody. The drivers, none of them were injured, but they didn't have their trucks. And I-80 is an area that needs plowing 24/7, regardless of the circumstances.
The consistent factor in all 3 crashes was driver speed and inattention, according to YDOT officials. Well, plans to shut down U.S. Forest Service roads typically used as snowmobile thoroughfares in Wyoming's Snowy Range Mountains this winter have raised the ire of snowmobilers who are losing access to their winter playground. The Snowies are a premier snowmobiling destination for Wyomingites and tourists, thanks to robust snowfall and great topography, according to Cowboy State Daily's Mark Hines.
It is a huge destination for snowmobilers. It draws scads of people from the Midwest. And what's happening is the Forest Service has given some contracts to some logging companies on the north end of the Snowy Range Mountain, kind of up above Arlington. Of course, the logging company, they want to plow the roads down, but then they want to run logging trucks along the roads as they're doing some winter logging.
Closing snowmobile trails also raises the question of how businesses that depend on winter tourism will be affected. I'll be back with more news right after this.
At Hilltop Bank, we understand that buying a home is a big decision. That's why we're here to be your trusted partner on the path to home ownership. Our experienced mortgage team will guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. We offer competitive rates and a wide variety of home loan options to best suit your needs. With our local knowledge and personalized service, you'll feel confident and comfortable throughout the entire home buying process. Contact us today to start your journey toward home ownership. Hilltop Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The American Ornithological Society has announced that in an effort to address past wrongs and engage more people in the enjoyment, protection, and study of birds, in 2024 it will change all English bird names in the U.S. and Canada now named after people. Cowboy State Daily's Leo Wolfson reports that the effort will impact about 70 to 80 types of birds, some of which call Wyoming home.
One of the biggest inspirations is birds that are named after problematic people with racist or other issues that they expressed during their lifetimes. But it's also part of an effort to just name birds after bird-like things so that birds are more identifiable.
Some of the birds that will be impacted in Wyoming include the Say's phoebe, Cooper's hawk, Audubon's warbler, Bullock's oriole, and Brewer's blackbird. And outdoors writer Mark Hines is doing a series on hunting around Wyoming. In Platte County, there's an outstanding variety of big game and bird hunting, but getting access can be a challenge.
There's a lot there, but it's almost all private land. You know, your out-of-state hunters or your outfitters will snatch up permission for elk and mule deer. But they do have a fair amount out on the flatlands. They have a fair amount of antelope. I guess the waterfowl hunting can be fantastic if you know where to go.
And that's today's news. If you're ready to unlock your daily dose of Wyoming, sign up for the Cowboy State Daily newsletter to stay in the know. I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily.